Hey everybody, welcome to Life of Sunny Lee with Kathy. And it's been a little bit of time since I've made my last video, and the reason is because we've been really busy. The weather's turned bad. Well, not bad, but cooler, not sunny and bright, and we've had to do a lot of things to make sure the animals were warm enough. So I had to order some things for Dusty, since she's still nippy, as a German Shepherd usually is for a puppy, and we can't keep her in our bedroom overnight anymore for that reason. So she has to stay on the enclosed porch, which does not have any excess any heat. So I end up buying a heating mat for inside the crate, and she still refuses to go into the crate to sleep, even though it's nice and warm in there because of the mat. So she's still sleeping on the concrete floor in front of the door, but at least the mat is there. I have found her in the crate a few times on her own. She just prefers to sleep by the door. And so I got that. I also got a crate cover, but I haven't put that over the crate yet. And I bought a new pad to go in, a bed to go in. That's supposed to be chew resistant. So we'll see how that works. I know I put it in the front room to test it out. And she did a lot of pawing on it. So we'll see how that goes. At least I got a heater in there, a space heater, which is up high, so we can heat the room. I know I promise it's supposed to turn off automatically, but it hasn't turned off. It hits the temperature and it just keeps going. So, and I can't get to go any lower than 86 degrees, and I don't want 86 degrees in there. I want 72, and I can't get low enough to go to 72. So I'm going to have to decide about that. So that's one thing. And then I've been doing that, and of course I'm feeling better, but I've still got this cough. So my husband and my son, youngest son, has been taking care of the cats for me. So I haven't really had much time to work with them, except we did have to take poor Dexter to the vet again. We knew we were going to. Last time we took him to the vet, they couldn't find out what was wrong with him for sure, and they wanted to do an ultrasound. So we took him in this week for an ultrasound. We dropped him off Monday. He had the ultrasound bright and early Tuesday morning, and we picked him up Tuesday afternoon. Still no results. The ultrasound showed his heart was fine. His spleen looked like it might have been folded, but they weren't for sure if it's actually folded or if it's because of the liquid buildup in his body. So they're doing tests on blood work. They took blood work, they took a sample of the fluid, and they're running tests on that to see if he has FIP, that's the mutant coronavirus in cats. And almost all cats have coronavirus at one point or another. But some cats, it mutates into FIV. Other cats, it doesn't. So, and there's no rhyme or reason as to why it does it in some cats and doesn't do it in others. And it used to be a fatal disease, or virus. Now they can give medicine, but the medicine has to be given for like 3 months. And it either comes in pills or shots, depending on which one that decides. So anyway, we're waiting on results for that to find out whether he has that or not. If he doesn't have that, then he wants to do some exploratory surgery and possibly remove the spleen and see if that. There's so many things that can cause a cat to blow up like that. It could be hairballs. When they did the ultrasound, they found nothing inside, any obstruction in the intestines. It could be the spleen. It could be a heart condition. It could be FIP. There's a lot of different things it could be that he has to rule out before he can actually say, yes, this is what it is. So we've been messing with the cats, trying to get him healed up and well. And I had to have time to come out here into the low greenhouse and get it starting to get cleaned up. Removed all the dead vines, except I still got a few yet to do. I worked in here for a couple hours and haven't got a chance to get back. But I took all the tomato trellises that were on this side of and I put them on this side. And you can see the trellises I got left here are a mess. I'm gonna have to go through them, find out which ones are good, which ones are bad. Those are my pepper ones, and they will go over on this side once I get it cleaned up. As you can see, it's not really clean yet. It's just kind of in the process of being cleaned. We still have Swiss chard and the kale growing. Nothing else is growing in here right now. I haven't planted anything else. Kind of letting it rest for a little bit. And I need to get in here and finish cleaning this one out. Then I gotta clean the high greenhouse yet. But at least this is a start. I didn't get this done last year until February, so I'm getting a start on it. So that's been good. I still got a lot of work to do in the greenhouses and stuff. I got the tomato trellis. I've got to clean it up yet, and we're going to take this one down this winter. As you can see, this is a cover I just got last year, I think, or the year before. It should have lasted a lot longer than what it did. It's ripped up there. It's ripped here. It's ripped over here. It's ripped all across there. This is a Shelter Logic greenhouse in a box. That's my very first greenhouse that I got, and it's what started this journey of greenhousing. And it was good for what was for a temporary greenhouse. It was good. The first cover lasted about maybe 2-3 years. Second cover, it tore almost immediately. And this one has lasted, I think, 1 or 2 years. We just decided it wasn't worth putting another cover over it. The cover for that was almost a little over $200 just for the cover alone. And I think that's really too much to pay for a cover. And also, since I put this greenhouse here next to this greenhouse, I've had trouble with aphids in the low greenhouse. And I think that's due to the fact that that is blocking the wind from getting into the low greenhouse, because the air circulates from the sides that you row up. And as you can see, most of that side, and the aphids were on this end, they weren't on the other end. So I'm thinking it needs more air. So we're going to get rid of that this spring. And these greenhouses have a nice area between them. Plus the wind comes from that direction on this one and this direction from the other. So it's a good cross breeze. As you can see, I need to come out here and scrub these. We took the shade cloth off last week. I did. I was the only one home at the time, so it was a nice pretty day, no wind, no anything, so I just took it, slid it off and folded it up. No big deal. Greenhouse, the high greenhouse, you can still see I got lots of stuff to do in there. Plus we're having trouble with this door. Look at the top, you can see where it's one side must have slid down or something, and the other side. Anyway, we have a gap here, and so I have to put something in front of this door to keep it shut. As you can see inside, most of the stuff is dead. I just need to get in here and clean it out also. So I still got some work to do. We did get a new flag up, and most of my job has been, this week has been taking care of the dog. We've been training her. I've been training her. She's still quite nippy, but the rest of the family's getting a little upset with her, but they have to realize she's only not even 6 months. She will be 6 months old soon. But that's when a lot of German Shepherds really start to show their nippiness. Anyway, she's getting better. She nips when she's excited and when she's overtired or when she's hungry. So we know why she does it. It's just trying to prevent those things. And it's kind of hard to prevent a dog from getting overexcited when it sees you. And so I have that problem. But we're dealing with it. I'm dealing with it. We're teaching her different commands. I get her outside here. Get her out here in the front yard. She has about an hour a day where she plays out here. She's learning boundaries. I'm setting the boundary for her on this side of the sidewalk, because she likes to eat rocks, and there's rocks on the other side of the sidewalk. So I'm setting a boundary here. Where you see the agility weave pose, that is a boundary. She's not supposed to go on the other side of that, except when she's on leash and we're actually doing the weaves. And between here and that tree, about, maybe 20 yards away from that tree is where I've set an invisible line that she's pretty much learned that she's not supposed to go past. So we're trying to set a boundary so that she's pretty far away from the road if she ever decides to try to go to chase something. And she's always on a leash, a long leash. It's about 30 feet long. And I have her out here, and I praise her every time a car goes by and she doesn't try to chase it. If she does try to chase it, she gets a quick little jerk on her leash and a no, and I recall her back and give her a treat for coming back. We do a lot of recall out here. Every time she gets interested in something, I'll call her back, call her name and say come, and when she comes I give her a treat, make it fun, yeah, she likes the white cars better. That's one she likes to chase. Don't know why it's white cars, but she likes to chase those. And I give her a treat every time she comes back, and it's one of the high value treats I give her. There's different values of treats for dogs. You have low value, high value, medium value. It's whatever, and you don't know what it is until you've tested it with the dog. You have to test and see which one they really, really like. And that's easy to do. Just put 3 or 4 treats in front of them and see which one should they go for first. And so I know what she likes best. She likes those little crunchy cheese dried puff forward treats best. So I give her one of those when she comes back from, if she's comes back really fast, she gets one of those. If she's hesitant, then she gets a lower treat. So she knows that if she comes really fast, she's going to get what she really likes. So we work with that out here. We work with frisbee and balls, fetch. She doesn't want to bring the ball back. She just wants to carry it around. But my main object out here, is to exercise her to get the energy off of her. So I don't really care if she just carries it around. And in fact, also, she's young yet, so you don't want her jumping much. Let her run on her own. And when she gets near the boundaries, I will yell boundary. If she doesn't act like she's going to turn, I'll yell boundary and she will turn. And you don't want them jumping right now this much. Agility, as far as the agility goes, you can do the weaves, you can do the tunnels, but no jumping at this point, not until they're about a year old, because you don't want to put excess weight on, stress on their joints. Same thing with the frisbee, keep it low so they're not jumping up much. And like I said, she loves both of them. She's not so crazy about the weaves, but she's getting there. And we were like, that's what we work on out here. And that, in walking on loose leash, we work with that also out here. Inside is where we do most of the other training. we do set out here too. We're working, first of all, work on things close, like your dog's right in front of you. And then you add distance and you add distractions. Out here, there's a lot of distractions, so we're still working on only set out here. Set and recall are out here. We're not working on stand or down when she's out here. So we work on those inside the house. What else is going on this week? Let's see. Have my hair appointment this week, and we made a trip to Greenwood this week. So it's been a busy week. Oh, and last week we went to the Lions Club. We're starting back in that again, and we went to their meeting. And like I said, it's been taken up with Dusty and the cats and going to the vet. I still need to go to I need to get a sample of urine to take to the vet from Dusty yet. I haven't got that done. I was going to do that the day we took Cat in, but it just got so hectic I just didn't get around to doing it. So, and it's harder to get her to, it's harder to get a sample now because she's using the outdoor, the outdoors now more so. So, she still uses her tray in there, but that's only at night, basically. During the day, she's outside. So I have to either wait until evening or leave her in the house longer during the day to get the sample. So anyway, it's a little bit hard to get in a sample of pee right now for her. So I do need to get that, and I would like to wash the area off before I take the sample to eliminate any accidental bacteria from outside sources getting into the urine. So that's where we're at at this point, and that's what we've been up to. Well, there was a change of plan on Friday. On Thursday, I got a text back from the vet saying that Dexter's blood work had come back normal. So they had a choice of three things. They could either have a test ran on the fluid for FIP, or we could go with an abdominal exploratory surgery, or we could just start medicine for FIP. And I texted him back and asked him to call, and they said they couldn't get back to me, but if I came in on Friday at 1:15, we would discuss it. So we changed our plans Friday. We were going to go down to Jeffersonville, but we changed our plans and we went to the vet, and then we went up to Greenwood afterwards to get what we had to get done. And after talking to the vet and everything, I decided to go ahead and do the medicine. He said it would take, if it is FIP, it'll take 2 to 4 weeks for the medicine to take effect. And we won't get the medicine until sometime next week because it has to be special ordered. And we're going to give that a try first. And he said within 2 to 4 weeks you should notice a swelling of the fluid going down. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to go with the abdominal surgery. Maybe. So that's where we're at. On Saturday, it was a gorgeous day. Took Dusty out. I think I took her out 3 different times on Saturday. She had a great time playing outside. And she is doing much better with her minding. And after taking her out, two of the boys went to the gym, and Sean went with us to go get groceries and something to eat. So we went and got the groceries, got all the Thanksgiving stuff that we need, hopefully. And it's kind of a reminder, if you haven't put that frozen turkey in the fridge, get it in there now so that it'll be thawed before Thanksgiving. And I'm wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving, a safe travels. And remember to like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned, and I'll give you an update on Dexter. Checked on her last night. He is even larger than he was, but it's not gone to his neck or his upper body chest yet. We'll keep checking the flea collar every day to make sure that it's still loose. It's plenty loose. So we're just going to watch him for any difficulty in breathing or if he quits eating. those are considered emergencies. The vet does not really think he wants to drain the fluid at this point because it's inconvenient for the cat, but he says the cat's in no pain, and as long as it's not interfering with his breathing, he wants to just leave it, and hopefully the medicine, when we get it, will help reverse whatever he's got. If it is FIP, he's lucky that he's got it now, not 5 years ago, because 5 years ago it was a death sentence to cats. The medicine that they use is fairly new. It only was discovered 5 years ago or so. So hopefully this works when we get it. I should get it either Monday or Tuesday, he said. And I'm hoping that within the next couple of days and weeks after giving it to him, that he starts to lose some of that fluid that's building up around his abdominal area. I mean, he looks like a little pot-bellied pig is how the vet office lady described him. So remember, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. And have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody. God bless.